Committee. Today is September the 12th, 2023. The current time is 1:15. Our first item of business is to review and approve the minutes of our August the 22nd, 2023. If there are no additions or corrections to the minutes, we will entertain a motion to approve as written.
I move for approval.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right, Detective Langford, can you call the first item for us, please?
Yes.
The bottom. Vaporwave.
The vape.
LLC.
Is the applicant present? Please step to the front, state your name and address for the record, please.
Robert Bagwell, Bagwell. And the address is a business or my address?
Address.
5604 11th Avenue South.
Okay. This is a new application. So Detective Langford, are there any incidents for this location?
No, we have that on this time.
Okay, Ms. Brunish, does the applicant meet zoning requirements?
Madam Chairman, this location is on B3 and it does meet zoning requirements.
Ms. Brown, are they in good standing with taxes and revenue?
Yes, they're in good standing.
Okay, the applicant met on the Southside Association on August the 17th. One was in attendance. One had a no recommendation. The applicant did attend the meeting, did not attend the meeting, probably due to the short notice of some issues about the door policy upon open containers. Is anyone here from the neighborhood to speak for or against this item?
Yes, I'm Paul Happy with the Southside Neighborhood Association. Like I said, the meeting is on Thursday. I didn't get notice of this until Wednesday, so they were probably not properly notified, so I tabled the item until next time. I met with, I talked with Robert on the telephone and met with one of his other associates, and I suggested that they change their license from club membership to regular lounge license. And I quoted the fact that I go to the 501 South Neighborhood Association. There's a lady who was applying for Boss's Lounge or something right on Richard Arrington across from Midtown. And she initially applied for a club membership, but had so many problems with all her strict rules and protocols that she came back and asked for a regular lounge license. And she's still gonna have her door policy to be as a club membership. So I suggested that to these people here to change their request to lounge liquor license.
So they have a club liquor license class 2 on the application that's private.
Yes, yes.
So you're suggesting that they change their license to a lounge liquor, retail liquor class 1, that's what you're suggesting to them?
Yes, if that's based on how the Boss's Lounge changed theirs.
I'm not sure what the Boss's Lounge did,
Yeah.
because I don't have the Boss's Lounge in here before me.
Yeah, so, but if y'all can change that, now they said their door policy would still be as a membership, but they would just have a, regular.
I'm going to refer this over to Attorney Lawson and let her speak to this issue.
With the application process, we can't change it, without the proper, going through the proper channels. Because your approval process was based on the club liquor class 2 private. So we would have to revisit the application process just to make sure that we've checked all the boxes. If you're requesting to make a change to your
I
classification.
mean, we can live with the one we have now. Yeah, I'd rather not have any interruption in business or anything like that. I had to, go through the whole liquor license process again.
Well, you wouldn't have to stop your business
Oh,
for
okay.
that, but I was saying we would have to revisit your application process about the changes that you're requesting. If you're changing from what's here
Yeah.
to another form. I mean, that's gonna be your decision, you know, the type of
Yeah.
license you're seeking,
Yeah,
so
I
we
mean-
can't advise on that.
Okay.
So,
We would prefer a class one, but if it's gonna be a huge headache, then I don't wanna put any more on y'all.
well,
You have to go through the application process.
everything, right, everything in the process has been based on this class two. So we would have to amend the application and proceed through the process and properly present it to the committee. So if the committee is amenable to that, you may be able to appear on the next agenda, but, we wouldn't be able to, address it, just changing it here on.
Okay.
on this.
Can you do it in 2 weeks?
Yes, he can.
I move for a 2-week delay.
Second.
If he's gonna change it, he's gonna have to stop operation and start all over. He won't be able to operate.
I thought he was transferring his license.
No,
This is a new
transfer.
Oh, from one of,
Yeah.
oh,
So,
okay,
So,
okay,
yeah, he'll have to start the process over. He won't be able to
to sell.
amend or do anything with the application.
Okay.
It'll be a new,
Yeah,
a whole new application.
Okay.
yeah, let's not do that.
Yeah,
Okay.
he'll have to stop operating and.
It's a transfer.
Yes, a transfer. He won't be able to sell or do anything
Right, yeah,
until that new application is approved.
okay, yeah, we'll just keep running the way we're running.
So we're gonna keep it at this class, club liquor license, class two private, is what we're gonna keep it at. Okay. Okay. Hold on for 1 second.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's wishing to keep his application the same way he has it. He wants it to remain a club liquor class two private. It's his wishes, and so, Madam Chair, Pro Tem, do you have any questions for the applicant?
No,
Okay.
that means we need to vote on it. Okay, well, I remove my motion to delay 2 weeks, and I move for approval. I move for approval.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, that item passes the committee, and we'll be sending it to the full council for a vote. Thank you. Detective Langford, can you call up the next item for us, please?
Yes, volume, restaurant and bar.
Okay, is the applicant here? Let me see, for the sake of time, did you state your name and address for the record, please?
Did not.
Oh, yes, sir.
And address is 2024 Green Springs.
Okay. Is anybody here to speak or against this item? Detective Langford, is there any accidents? No incidents? Okay. Ms. Brundage, does the applicant meets zoning requirements?
Madam Chairman, this location is on B2, meaning it's in a general business district zone, and it does meet zoning requirements.
Okay. Ms. Brown, is the applicant in good standings with revenue and taxes?
Yes, they're in the.
Okay. What I didn't see from you, I just see like a little sketch of, where's your public safety plan?
Public safety plan.
Mhm.
I did that, all was there.
Okay.
Same day I came to this application.
Okay, it's a restaurant? Okay, I'm sorry. Okay. All right. Pro Tem, do you have questions for the applicant? Okay, so this applicant met with the Glen Iris neighborhood on August the 7th, 2023. It was 59 total attendance and 36 supported and 2 abstained. And so I don't have any questions now that I know that it's a restaurant. So, Madam Pro Tem,
I move for approval.
I second the motion. All in favor?
Aye.
All right, that item passes the the committee, and we'll send it to the full council for a vote. Thank you. Detective Langford, could you call up item number 3?
This kitchen.
Mhm. The applicant here?
My name is Joyce Cooper, and I'm standing in Nadia Posey, who's the owner. She couldn't get off
Detective Langford, are there any incidents at this location?
I got a couple of questions, ma'am. You are located in the Westgate?
Yes.
Okay. She's the same applicant that has the flea market,
Not that I know of.
okay. There are several incidents, I don't know what you're referring to, you all, there are several incidents from that location itself dealing with Westgate. As far as the shopping, it's the, I won't say no shopping center, but as far as just, it's like an entertainment district right there, cause there's several clubs that's there. And, we done had several reports of, loud music, people hanging out, fighting, shooting, and other different things there at that location.
Okay. Is this inside of that little plaza
Yes, ma'am.
where the, old food world used to be?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so inside those double doors, where the grocery store used to be? Like you said,
No.
something like a flea market and then you got,
Y'all a bargain town, a bargain town.
Yeah, they had the end, the black farming towns down there.
Okay.
They're on the other end. They're Sweet Eight, so they're at the beginning of that other end.
Okay, so prove y'all with that. Okay, all right.
Carmichael's,
Yes, ma'am.
and then Carmichael's is on this end. That was where that farming town was, where Carmichael's
Okay,
is. So their unit, they're Sweet Eight, so they're gonna be the beginning of the other side.
What the event center is.
Right.
And what's the name of that event center now?
Madam Chairman, that's not the location that they're in. They're in the location, there was the door to go into Maxway, it was 2 doors. Now a wall has been placed between the doors. They're in that suite that's to the left. The lady that came, the last public safety is in the suite that's to the right. But they're in the suite that's to the left.
okay.
Right.
So it's gonna be in that, Ms. Brundage, in that little, where the lady that came 2 weeks, like in that little plaza. So when
Yes.
she was talking about like you come in, you got a suite here, you got people here, people there, like this like mini mall type situation.
Yes, but it's separated by a wall, and it's two separate persons. And she's in Suite B. This location is in Suite A. It's 1155A and 1155B, but they're split by a wall.
Right.
But the doors are right beside each other, so you think that you're going into one, but it's actually 2 different suites.
And Madam Chair.
Go ahead,
And
Protein.
what was the last one, a lounge or a restaurant? A lounge?
Ice bar,
Ice bar.
And we're about to put another bar right next to it?
absolutely. And there's an event center on the end if
the
you're
corner,
going
right.
west. And then Carmichael's is on the east end of the building.
That's too much.
So, Ms. Brundage, does the applicant meet zoning requirements?
Yes, ma'am, that location is on CB2 and it does meet zoning
Okay,
requirements.
and Ms. Brown, does the applicant meet, have they taxes and revenues?
I got one other question.
Okay.
Is this the location where, is it Jack, Charlie affiliated with this?
Not that I know of. His Posey is the only that I know of.
And she didn't make it everything.
No, she works at the airport also. I think she's opening this business, but she couldn't get out.
Well, I'm kind of, I like Miss, I like to see who's coming, before the committee, who wants to open up, restaurants and bars, and we got Carmichael's there, we got the Ice Bar, then we got this coming, it's too much going on. Ooh. So, Madam Pro Tem,
I'm just a
You
little
got
concerned that
questions?
the applicant isn't here. That's the thing.
Right.
So, we need to delay it or,
we can,
yeah, let's delay 2 weeks. And please, I heard, at the next public safety meeting.
Okay.
all right, second, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, we're gonna delay this item for 2 weeks until we can get to speak to Ms. Posey. Next item, Detective Langford.
It's gonna be the Epic Event Center.
Okay. Is the applicant here? State your name and address for the record, please.
Valencia Edward Johnson.
Okay, how are y'all doing today?
Great, thank you.
Good. Detective Langford, this is a new location. Is any incidents at this location?
No, we have none of that. Because you always, what was it for?
It was Family Dollar.
Okay.
So this is with the old Family Dollar on Third Avenue, okay. Okay. All right, Ms. Brown, are they in good standing with tax and revenue?
Yes, they're the same.
Okay, and Ms. Brundage stepped away. Just make sure y'all meet zoning. But I'm gonna go ahead and read, you guys appeared before the Rising West Princeton neighborhood on 9/11. You had 11 people in attendance, 2 opposed and 9 supported. Ms. V, could you tell us what the Epic Center, I see your hours of operation, so your safety plan, so you're gonna be open from 9 to 2 on Monday through Thursday, Fridays 12 to 2, and then Sundays from 12 to 10. Okay. And what kind of plans and events are y'all gonna be doing in there?
Well, it's a multi-faceted facility and, it's 11,000 something square feet. So one half would be devoted to ministry, where we'll do ministry and, of course, musical stage plays and that kind of thing. Then we have another section that we're gonna use to monetize and to facilitate some things, and it'll be an event space, not just for public use or community use, but I am a comedian, and so I'll be booking Miss B and other type entertainment, but it's all surrounded by empowerment.
Thank you for clarifying that. And we waiting on Ms. Brundage for zoning.
Well, you're a good comedian. You do our church functions all the time.
And Ms. Brundage?
Oh, hey, I'm sorry.
The applicant, do they need zoning?
Oh, yes, ma'am, wait just a moment,
Yes, ma'am.
It's the Epic.
because it got added. Hold on. Okay, Madam Chairman, this location is on B2 and it does meet zoning requirements.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Brundage. Pro Tem, you got questions?
I move for approval.
I second the motion. Okay, I'm sorry.
I just need to advise the applicant, you do need to obtain a sign permit. Because you changed that casing and put up a digital sign, so you do need to obtain a sign permit.
They sent that already. I spoke with the guy with my husband and I were in Punta Cana. A guy called us from your office.
Okay, Eric Bennett?
Yes.
Okay.
And they got that straight while we were out of town.
All right, I'll just check with Mr. Bennett.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Madam,
I move for approval.
second, all in favor?
Aye.
All right, Mr. and Mrs. Johnson, that item passes the committee and we will send it to the full council for a vote.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Detective Langford, you call up item number 5, please.
The Tea Shop Bar and Grill LLC.
Okay? Is the applicant here? State your name and address for the record, please. Okay?
Well, I'll start off, I got a couple of questions for you from the last time that you was here, Mr. Ralph. I asked you, did you have anything in affiliation with the last club, last owners or anything like that? From you pulling the reports, you told me that you did not, correct? Correct. Okay. Did Detective Pitts, my partner, did he write you a citation for not having a business license?
Because I was there. The issue with that was, we got scammed out of $20,000. All right, that was on the Decaf Icon Bar, not the Tea Shop Bar and Grill. We had to go through the process of waiting until he get formally evicted out of that location to do another lease, which we did, to start the process of doing the new application. I have no affiliation, my name is not on anything with the Icon Bar. He came to me, asking me for soliciting my help. I'm retired. I do this for fun and to help others. I'm trying to get my wife here a restaurant. Anything else, I don't care about. That has nothing to do with me. The Icon has nothing to do with me. I got a citation, I go to court next week for that citation, which I will be because I have a lease that starts after that citation date. And I have all the paperwork and documentation that I have no affiliation with the icon bar.
Okay, sir, at this time, what we have in my hand, possession, is on June 23rd, 2023, at 1,500 hours, that, my partner, Detective Pitts, who's very thorough, who came to you, at the club there, and from there, he wrote you a citation for not having a business license. And it was under the Icon Bar and Grill at 4847 Richard Arrington Junior Boulevard. Did that happen?
He wrote that citation, yes, he did, he wrote it.
And he said that you did not have you did not have a business license and was operating a business since 2020.
I am not DeAndre Green, I'm Jeffrey Reynolds.
Well, he
So
wrote,
DeAndre Green is the one who did not pay his taxes on the Icon Bar, not Jeffrey Reynolds. I was still working in the post office.
okay, now, I'm Victor Langford. I'm not gonna interrupt you not one time. I'm not gonna do anything like that. So you go ahead and say everything you gotta say, then I'm gonna ask you some questions.
Well, go ahead and ask the question.
Okay, all right. Did you receive that citation from my partner?
I did.
Okay, and then it was for not, operating a business without a business license, correct?
Correct.
Okay. All right, you had another incident at your location, okay? And this incident was, in June the 19th, 2023. And it was put down that you as being the suspect, and this is supposed to be for a burglary and for a theft, okay? And, I guess it would have been from, Mr. Green, all right? And this is the business of the tea shop. The report was written that the tea shop made this complaint against you, not the Icon, but the tea shop made this complaint against you, sir. Can you explain that to me?
Yeah, I can explain that. That's the tea shop is my name. That's my brand that I got trademarked. Again, Mr. Green came to me soliciting my help to use my name. He lied to us, like I told you, he beat me out of $20,000. He solicited my help and, or whatever, under the impression that he was gonna change all names legally. He did not, and I have proof on all of that. He still owed the city, to my knowledge, from where he sent, and got money from us, almost $1,100, and he would have incurred.
Okay, well, it just puts in here that he spoke, that he was the complainant who identified himself as DeAndre DeMond Green, and he stated that the business owner of the tea shop, Bar and Grill, and he resides in Atlanta.
Excuse me, Mr. Langford, I have all proof that, again, that name he does not, he's the Icon. Before that, it was Cheaters.
Okay.
There was Cheaters.
Well, that's something that you have to prove, so I'm only going by what the report. I did not write the report. The report was written by an officer that responded from East Precinct.
And I got you, that's,
Yes, sir.
like I said, I have the articles, everything's mine, my name.
Okay.
Even dating back from 2017, when I had a social media platform called the Birmingham Tea Shop, it's my name. He has nothing to do with that.
Okay, let's look at August 12, 2023. We have you as a suspect on a theft of property in the second degree.
August.
Yes, sir, August the 12th, 2023. And this report was written by another police officer that responded there. Okay, it says on Saturday, the 12th of August, 2023, that you stated that you was the owner, and from there, came into the restaurant and told Rouse that he worked for Hoods.
Yeah, I'm not the suspect, I'm the victim.
Okay.
I'm the victim. I found that because we got beat out of money with the hoods. Somebody was supposed to do the suppression system and all that stuff. They wrote it up wrong. I got the card in the car.
Okay.
We actually working with the hoods
Yeah.
person because the man, he tried to scam all of us working under them.
Yeah.
That's ours.
His name is Tim Garner.
Yeah, we was getting everybody together, took it, approved.
Yeah.
No, I didn't get the understanding on it.
Miss Jordan is the one who helped us with that as well.
What did they help you with as far as?
Miss Jordan, the fire inspector.
Yeah.
She talked to Mr. Tim as well. His employee solicited business from us under his name to do our, hoods in the kitchen.
Okay,
And we paid him, and he
Okay.
ran off and didn't complete the money, the job. So we had to file a police report. There's also should be one in Pelham from where hoods did as well.
but you see, this is what our concern, that's when we had to bring you all back here,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
of all the reports that it came up, okay? We got two other reports that's, one of them is for harassment. It's in the same time that you're, what time that you, what's the original date that you started your business at this location?
The original date,
Yes, sir.
that's gonna be July 16th.
Okay. There's some incident here about harassment that happened at your location. It should have been on June the 19th.
Charlotte Giles,
Yes, ma'am.
And it was with, DeAndre Green
she filed that.
Yeah,
and Miss Moss.
yeah,
She filed that.
Okay.
That's when all that was going on, and he was lying, saying we stole, and we had to get police involved,
Okay. Well, we didn't say that was against y'all, we just trying to get the understanding because,
Yeah.
it's really 4 reports. And from there, when someone tells us that they had no affiliation with the icon,
Mhm.
and then from there we get reports that saying that you did, and then we had a business compliance detective write you a ticket under that location as far as the icon.
And the reason.
So that's the only reason that we would think that,
And I get
yes,
that. And this is
there's a
what,
deception was made to us.
and the deception was made to us first. So this
Okay.
is what happened. I told them this.
Yes, sir.
Ms. Lawson was there as well. He forwarded so many documents, he wrote me a lease. You got me? He said he owned the building, when in actuality, he's leasing from Mr. Mike Antonio across the street.
Could I ask you a question?
Yes.
All right, now, when did this conversation happen? When you talked to Mr. Pitts?
It's the same, it's like Detective
Okay,
Pitts.
now Ms. Lawson don't have anything to do
No, no, I'm
with
just
this,
saying she
only
was-
the police.
No, I'm saying she
Yeah.
was there because.
She can't-
stay
she
there,
can't
you had to
witness
see him
nothing.
there, you had every.
She can't witness anything when it's dealing with us, okay? It's
Well,
on-
I'm sorry.
It's only with the police, yes. So when was that time that you did have that conversation with Detective Pitts?
That was on 23rd, was that 20, that Friday,
Of what month?
June.
Okay, all right. Okay. I just wanted to bring this to, the attention to everybody here, okay? That, we did have these incidents, and they give you all an opportunity to explain exactly what was going on with these incidents. And from there, it's up to their decision as far as, with the tea shop, but, these are the incidents that we do have here, as far as with the icon and everything, and the tea shop,
Okay.
okay?
All right, Ms. Brundage, does the applicant meet zoning requirements?
Madam Chairman, this location is on CD2 and it does not meet zoning requirements. The location received a special exception to operate. However, one of the conditions for that special exception was that they would have a covenant because the owner that owned, the property owner for the building is also the property owner for the location where they'll have their parking. That they never completed the covenant. And so when I met with Mr. Rouser before the last meeting and asked, and he said, oh yeah, we got it, we'll bring it. The covenant was never completed. So in order for them now, more than 2 years later, to receive approval, they have to have parking. So they've got to apply, go back before zoning board of adjustment to receive that approval. Mr. Rouser has provided me the covenant from the property owner, and so that has gone to the law department. And so what I'm waiting on now is to figure out which attorney has it so that he can at least say yes, no, maybe so that they can get to zoning board of adjustment faster and move along with their approval.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Brundage. Ms. Brown, are they in good standing with Texas and Riverman?
Yes, it is.
Okay, Pro Tem, you have questions?
I think we need to delay this for a month.
Okay. All right. I second. All in favor?
Aye.
All right, okay, we're gonna delay this item, Mr. Rouser, for 4 weeks. You got a lot of issues and some things going on that you need to straighten up, and then work with Ms. Brundage, get with Mr. Langford, Detective Langford, and, iron out your the things that you have going on. Okay? Thank you. All right. The next item is item number 6, the get down. And this is a special event. Is the applicant here? Okay, can you state your name and address for the record, please?
Yes, I'm Heather Robertswood, 3839 Fifth Avenue South.
Okay. Okay, you're applying for a special retail liquor license, 7 days or less. Could you tell us about this event, Ms. Heather?
It's a concert series that's being sponsored by Dan Drinker and TC Records and Yellowhammer Creative, and we're providing the bar service. There's supposed to be one on Sunday, which is the 17th, and then one on October 22nd. It's happening at Avondale Amphitheater mainly, but also around the park.
Okay.
Madam Councilor Tate, I just want to make a note to
Yes,
you and
ma'am.
Councilor Smitherman, that this is just for the October 22nd event. The council has already approved the
Okay.
17th event.
Okay, so this is
Just
the
for
one for the 20.
clarification.
Okay, this
Yes,
is,
ma'am.
okay, all right. So this is the event after what we approved
Yes,
today.
ma'am.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Yes, ma'am.
So they are in good standing with taxes, revenue, mismanaged, they on zoning, all that good stuff.
It's being held at a city park.
Especially with, hi, hi. Pro Tem, you got questions for the applicant?
How much security do you plan to offer?
So we'll have, our liability license requires 1 guard for every 100 patrons. So our plan is to have 5 for 500 expected people. Now, if we needed additional, I know that the event producers were providing their own security. as
Okay,
well.
okay.
So if there needs to be additional, like, that's just for our service, that's how we do it according to our liability.
Okay. Move for approval?
Our second, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, that, sending that item to the council for a vote. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right, I see Detective Malden back there. Who's presenting? Are you Detective Malden? So this is item number 7. It's a resolution pursuant to subsection 11-40-1, subsection 11-47-19, subsection 11-47-11, subsection 11-4355 of the Code of Alabama 1975 to authorize the mayor and the Birmingham Police Department to host an event during the National Faith in Blue Weekend.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
National Faith in Blue is an initiative that takes place every year. It's one of the largest collaborations for police initiatives with the police department as well as local faith-based communities with over, across the nation, 670 communities, over 1,600 faith-based organizations, and over 760 law enforcement agencies participate. Here in Birmingham, BPD plans to host events over the weekend of October 6th through the 9th, where we'll be having a prayer breakfast, as well as praise and prayer for public safety in collaboration with the Jefferson County Sheriff's Department, as well as seniors and SUDS car watch for seniors age 65 and over.
It's gonna be good. And the praise and prayer be at what, New Breakfast will be at New Hope?
Yes, ma'am, it'll be at New Hope. Public safety, praise and prayer will be at
Railroad Park, okay.
and the seniors and SUDS will be at Ephesus Seventh-day Adventist Church.
Okay. All right, sounds like some good collaboration going on here. You have questions, Pro Tem, for Detective Malden? Okay,
I move for approval.
second, all in favor?
Aye.
All right, that passes the committee and we'll send it to the council for a full vote. And the next item is, item 8 is an ordinance authorizing the Birmingham Chief of Police to execute a 1-year agreement beginning October 1, 2023 and ending September the 30th, 2024 between the Alabama Law Enforcement Agency known as ALEA for the State Bureau of Investigation in the City of Birmingham for the Birmingham Police Department for the city's participation in Alabama Drug Enforcement Task Force, ADETF, and for the distribution and receipt of funds and property forfeited as a result of investigations by ADETF.
So this is a collaboration where we have a lot of our officers that participate with the drug task force to combat violent crime as well as drug-related crimes in the city of Birmingham and throughout surrounding areas. So police officers are assigned to the task force along with
Cindy, I think.
I move for approval.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
All right, Detective Marley, that item passes the committee and we will send it to the full council for a vote.
Thank you.
Thank you.
For adjournment.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion.